of course, that's a lookout for you. Kokroinko. Yes, we know. Today, we have another exciting program for you. Last week, we talked about the journey to Ghana and some of the historic, occurrences and events and antecedents and what have you, and very educated. Today, we are going to talk about Ghana's folklore that we are losing. We don't tell the Kwekwanansi stories anymore, the Akushika stories, and so many, mystical and ancestral stories that we used to tell children. We used to hear when we were little. The games we, pimpran, nana, si, nanako, ta. And they sang all those things. We are losing them. Today we are going to talk about some of them and then know the moral behind it. The moral behind those stories. So it's going to be very exciting. Get the children around you. Let them settle, listen, and remember, you yourself reminisce and remember the good old days. Well, let me say thank you to Leran Collection for my dress. This is from GTP. Thank you so much to them. And of course, my makeup products by Note Cosmetics and applied by @IAM_J Claude. Thank you so much to him. And then my shoe is by Awo's Unisex Boutique at Tesano, Jowlu, and Osu. Thank you so much. Quality, 100% leather from Italy and all sorts of shoes. You get a beautiful to match. You have a shoe and a bag matching, a bag, shoe, belt. You'll get them then. She has oil, essentials, and then of course she has now she's added a clothing line to it as well. So that's the place to go. We take a break when we come. Of course, inshallah for my hair, my afro hair. Yes, those days. Titsino. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Standpoint. We are still celebrating Ghana Month. Last week, as I said in my intro, we talked about how we got to Ghana, this land called Ghana. No, not to an independent story. So if you missed it, watch it on YouTube, on Facebook. Yes, and you'll get the full story. Today, we are come to talk about folklore. Ghana's typical indigenous folklore, not the telenovelas that you people, watch, but what is ours. We are going to tell interesting. I'm sure some of you have heard about the Anansi stories. Well, there are other stories that tell our story as Ghanaians and teach us priceless lessons that embolden us and builds our confidence and gives us our identity. But I have the right people here. I'm here to learn. And I have some friends from Destination Africa. This is how we sit when we take our children for, and then we have this young man here who's also part of Destination Africa. Hello, good to see you. Right, so let me introduce my guest immediately. But before then, let me say thank you to Awo's Unisex Boutique at Tesano, Jowlu, and Osu for sponsoring the Standpoint, and they have everything that you need. Quality Italian shoes, not the other one. This is Italian shoes. That's good for your feet and other stuff. Well, seated right opposite me, I have Madame Benis and Dekuma. She's a director, National Folklore Board. Good to see you again. It's been ages.
Yes.
Good to see you. And next to her, I have this young lady called Isabella Sonny. She's a monitoring officer, National Folklore Board. Welcome to the Standpoint.
Thank you very much.
And I must say, I was pleasantly surprised to see you. Younger lady, I thought we, the old ones, are the ones who young lady. Working with the folklore.
Folklore, yes, exactly. I mean, we are all youth. We are contributing to, enhance our folklore, promote our folklore, preserve our folklore. So it doesn't matter how young you are, you can also play a role in all these things. So Yes,
Did you grow up on folklore? What are some of the folklore stories that you remember as a kid before you joined Madam Bennis?
Okay, I remember the famous Anansi stories.
Yeah.
Yes, they told me about them, Anansi and the squirrel, Anansi and his family in Tikuma, Nyakonhia, and then the others. Yes, and I also grew up with some folklore songs like, you know, Bobby, yeah, for the kids, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, and then many others. And then yes, broadly. So when it comes to food too, we're also given Ghanaian dishes like, for instance, say banku, ampesi. So that's basically what we're brought up with. So we appreciate the Ghanaian folklore.
Awesome. Madam Bennis, you're doing a good job.
Yes.
Good job attracting the young ones there.
Thank you very much.
I like the smile on your face. You love what you do, right?
Yes, exactly.
But do you agree with me if I say that we are losing our folklore?
No, we are not losing our folklore.
Are we still telling those stories?
We are telling those stories. Rightly, as you said, you are now recruiting the youth. You've heard her explaining her interest in folklore. So we are not losing folklore. The only issue is that we need to repackage folklore.
Okay.
Yes, the challenge we are having is repackaging. So National Folklore Board, we are taking a lot of initiatives. We have moved from the environment where usually you see a story being told when they are sitting under a tree and then the children are around you. No, now technology have moved from that level. So now, recently we moved to Accra Mall to tell our story there because we know children will be there to see what is happening.
Okay.
So we are changing the location.
So you're taking to them.
Yes, so that we can attract them.
You see how I transform my studio?
Yes.
Yes.
You know, the kete. There are some people who, young man, have you seen it before? This much. You have? Okay, good.
You are very right. We are not losing that touch. What we'll do is that if you are going to the mall, we'll take the mat, we'll sit in the...
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay.
So we
okay.
just take...
But we are not going under trees.
Yes.
And now we are sitting in the
Yes,
studio.
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
So that's the way what we are trying to do.
Okay.
So even if you see it in the internet or online, the setup is just as it used to.
Yeah,
Yes,
but
but we are
it's
bringing
digital.
it to your home so that you don't need to travel from US when your father and your mother is in US. You have to travel to Ghana before you listen to Anansi story. You can be there and then we just access it. So folklore, we are not losing folklore. Because
in any case, before we are taking to folklore, there are some people, when we say folklore, what are we talking about? What is folklore?
Folklore is the expression of our culture. We just express our culture in our dance, music. It's not only storytelling. Our architecture, the dress we wear. So those are dancing, our festival, rituals, custom. These are all folklore. Our symbols, designs, and these are all folklore. So it is the way we express our culture. But the folklore is peculiar to a region or a group of people. It's not general as we used to have culture. Because if you go to Vulture region, the way they dress is different from the way people dress in Ashanti region. So each community or region express their folklore the way they were told and they practice it. So folklore is not just storytelling.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And luckily we have Mr. Sekwanti here, so you will join us later to bring the Saprewa and tell us a story through the Saprewa,
Yes.
you know. But let's dig right into it. Which region are we starting from? With the folklore from where? Where should we start? Let's start from the Vulture region, since you are from there.
Okay. I'm starting from Vulture region.
Okay.
We usually know of Anansi story, but today I'm bringing you a different story because what we learn about folklore or the storytelling is the moral lesson. That's why we tell the children when they are very young. So we impart this moral into them before they grow up. When they grow up, they will not depart from it. So I'm starting my story from Vulture region.
Yeah.
Once upon a time.
Time.
So there was a village in Vulture region, because I'm telling a story from Vulture region. And in this village, most of the people refused to mind their business. They were not so serious about doing their work. Each morning, they gather and they gossip about what is happening. So seriousness to a business, investment, and all that was getting missing in that village. So one day, a bird called Vulture decided to end this gossip so that people can mind their business. So he thought of it and said, what will I do? So he got up one day, whilst they gathered along the street and the road and they are gossiping, discussing unnecessary things, without going to farm, without going to their works, their creative activities. And he was passing around. So they saw him, the animals saw her. And they asked her, where are you going? She said, oh, I'm going to the salon to dress my hair. And the animal realized that, Vulture, you don't have any hair. What salon are you going to dress which hair? So they said, So she moved step ahead and they started gossiping that, hey, look at Vulture too. What is the hair? You are going to salon to do what? All of a sudden, they fell sick. Boom. And they said, hey, what is happening? She moved step ahead again and he met another group of people. They asked. And she keep on telling them. And they realized that the more they gossip about Vulture, that, where is your hair? You are just creating confusion here. What are you going to salon for? Then another color, something strange will happen to them. So they decided that they will not talk about that again. Anytime she is going to the salon and she is passing, they will not say anything. So another time, she was going to salon again. And they asked her, oh, Vulture, this morning, where are you going? They said, oh, my usual salon. I'm going to style my hair. They didn't mind. So they realized that as they did not mind, nothing happens to them. So from that very time, they decided that henceforth, they are not going to gather and gossip. They have to mind their business. And that ended gossip in that village. And everybody started minding their business, going to farm, not gathering and talking about necessary things. And that year, they have a bumper harvest. Wow. And they have a lot of money. And they came and the king invited Vulture and said, we are here to congratulate you. You have transformed this village just by this creative art of going to salon when virtually you knew that you have no hair. And that ended gossip in that village. The moral lesson about this story is that when you are individuals, you have to mind your business. You have to focus on what you want to do and achieve it. Instead of walking around, asking what is going on, discussing unnecessary things, it's not good for children. Or when it's time for you to come instead, you run out with friends to go to beaches and all unnecessary things. That was ended by Vulture's attitude by ending gossip in that village. Thank you.
Wow, that's interesting. Wow. I mean, I didn't hear that story before.
Yes. So I decided to come and tell you this. Yes. I practiced. I said, this is the story I'll tell you today. Because this one is not common story.
It's not common.
Yes.
Well, let me take a break. When we come back, today it's all going to be about storytelling. So we are going to learn the moral lessons from it. Do you have one to tell?
Yes, I have one to tell.
All right. Let me say thank you to our supporters. Go to yogurt. As a woman, yogurt is very good for you. Yes. And this is made in Ghana yogurt. Thank you so much. Use time from the farm to the factory to the bottle. All made in Ghana. Thank you so much to them for supporting us. House of Food, Auntie Vera. Thank you. Her Banco and Okro, don't mess. Her Wache, super. Thank you so much. Thank you to Yep Cleaning Services, Kodam's Gift and Stationery. Thank you to all of the Puma Drinks and Awake Purified Mineral Water. We are so grateful to all of them. And Note Cosmetics as well. And let me say special thank you to Glow Cosmetics, all natural based products made right here in Ghana by a young lady called Fauzia for also coming on to support us. It's black soap, what we call it, Asamna, based all her product for facial, for bathing, everything, she's got it. And from the facial toner, cleanser, everything, and that's what I use, to be frank with you. And I say thank you to her. Thank you to GDA Classics, everything boo-boo, she's got it. And we are so grateful to her for coming to support. They are at East Legon and at Chumota. Thank you. Thank you to Enam Cosmetic. Enam Cosmetic also, her product is shea butter based, products all made right here in Ghana. She used to work with the big companies in the US. She's come to Ghana to do it for our own people. So we are so grateful to her. And then finally, in Kuto Haven for coming to support. This particular month, all the supporters are made in Ghana, producers, and we are so grateful. In Kuto, everything in Kuto, they've got it. Thank you. We take a break. When we come back, we'll continue with our storytelling. And Mr. Osekranche will come and tell us a story too with the Sapriwa. We'll be back. Welcome back to the Standpoint. Yeah, more stories to share. Well, let me say thank you to National Commission on Culture for giving us the stools, for this particular edition. We are so grateful to them. And of course, our Leran Collections for my dress, GTP for the cloth. This cloth is called Moni Ejuma. Moni Ejuma. So you say Ghana, Moni Ejuma. Mo Niejuma, you've done well. And then, of course, Inshallah for my hair, thank you so much. Makeup product by Note Cosmetics, applied by @IAM_J Claude. He is on Instagram, follow him. And my shoe by Awo's Unisex Boutique. Sister girl, what's your story?
My story is coming all the way from Akan. I'm going to tell a Kweku Anansi story. Yes. Okay. Kweku Anansi and his best friend, the squirrel.
The squirrel,
yes.
Okay.
So Anansi,
say so.
Okay, so once upon a time, there lived two best friends in a village. That's Kweku Anansi and then the squirrel. So there was a great famine in that village, in that the people were dying, they couldn't survive. So it was a major problem. The famine became a major problem because they were only surviving on water. So one day, there was a farmer who passed through the town. And then the farmer had mercy on Kweku Anansi and his friend, the squirrel. So he gave both of them a bucket full of corn. And then he left them. So Kweku Anansi devoured the corn within 2 weeks, while the squirrel divided the corn into two. He ate the half and then planted the other half. Yes. So within 2 weeks, Kweku Anansi had finished his maize, and then he went hungry again. But then the squirrel was working on his farm, planting the corn and then watering it until it became a very, very large farm. Now, the farming was still in existence. So Kweku Anansi came to squirrel and complained, I've finished my corn and I'm hungry again. But then the squirrel kept his farm in secret. He didn't allow anyone know where the location was. And then he covered all food paths to the farm. And then, so whenever he went to the farm, he would climb trees into the farm so that no one would notice the location. So Anansi came complaining to him, but then the squirrel didn't mind Anansi. But Anansi saw the physical changes in the squirrel's body. I mean, if there is a famine, why are you still looking good? Why are you still looking all fresh and what have you? So the squirrel would go there secretly with his family and then enjoy. So one day, Anansi, as curious as he was, decided to tiptoe and then, follow the squirrel to where he was going to he would, find out what he's been eating to make him, look good and healthy. So one day, the squirrel set off to his secret farm, the usual, climbing trees and, what have you. So he went there, and then Anansi was secretly following him. So when Anansi got there, he saw, to his amazement, he saw that, oh my God, squirrel had a very large corn farm. So he had a plan. We all know how Anansi is. He always has a plan. So what Anansi did was that after getting the location, he made footpaths to the location. So every time, he would gather his family, Okonoria, Tikenenkele, Intikuma, Nyakonhia, Fudeshe. Then they will go to the squirrel's farm and then eat all the corn. They feed on most of the corn there. Yeah. So the squirrel one day visited his farm. They realized that the maize and what they are getting finished. What is happening? I've not been coming here, and I don't even eat that much. So who would probably be doing this to me? So he also decided to watch. So he hid himself in the farm, and lo and behold, one day Anansi just came, and then with his family, exactly, the devourers. He came with his family, and then they started eating the corn. And so the squirrel saw them and wanted to make a scene, wanted to kill Anansi and then the family. But he decided that, okay, no, I'm not going to kill. But he caught them red-handed, questioned them why they are here. And then he decided to, take it on a violent note. But then he said he was wise enough to say that, no, I will take my case to the courts so that we have a fair judgment on this. So meanwhile, Anansi had a plan.
The cunning Anansi.
The cunning Anansi, exactly. He had a plan. So after that scene, they all went to, obviously the chiefs. Yes, the squirrel filed the case, and then they went to the courts. They went to meet the judge. So they all presented their case, and the squirrel called Anansi a thief because he had come to steal corn from his farm. And then the cunning Anansi said that, no, that farm doesn't belong to squirrel. It belongs to me, Anansi. And the squirrel said, no, I made that farm. A farmer, he started narrating the story, and I was wise enough to plant and what have you, explaining his case. And Anansi said that, no, you are the thief, rather. So the case was becoming, it was a major case. Everyone was tense, everyone was confused. So who do we believe? Then the cunning Anansi suggested, he said, okay, judge, if squirrel is saying that the farm belongs to him, let him show us the footpath to the farm. And that is a bang-bang moment.
Bang-bang moment.
So the judge said, yes, rightly so. So show us the footpath. And we know that from the beginning, squirrel was trying to be too smart. He didn't make footpath to his farm. So he said that, no, I don't have any footpath to my farm. I climb trees and what have you. To my dad say, who would take this? It doesn't make. And I said that this doesn't make sense. How can you own something and not have a footpath to your own property? How? And so Anansi told them that the farm is his and that he can show them the footpath to his farm. So they went there, he showed them the footpath. And then, lo and behold, the case was in favor of Anansi because the squirrel had no solid evidence that the farm belonged to him. So Anansi claimed the
farm.
The farm, yes. So he didn't work hard for the farm, nothing, but he claimed it with some sort of 2x4 tactics. So the moral lesson from this story is basically on property protection. If you have a property, let's say a land, and it's an issue that has been going on in the country, a lot of people are stealing people's land. A lot of people don't have papers. They have not acquired the legal documents to show that this property belongs to me. Do you understand? So if you behave like the squirrel and say that if you go and negotiate, so
secrecy.
Yes, secrecy. Oh, many way. What kind of my assassin? What assassin? Then the trust. Yes. What shows? Have you gone to the Lands Commission to register the land? What have you? So if you don't properly acquire the legal documents, you might be losing something that you've worked really hard for, like the squirrel. Do you get it? Someone will come and show papers and tell you that this is my land, but you would be there saying this is my land, but just with it. Yes, so that is the moral lesson. And then also...
That's a good one.
And then also it also tells us about selection of our friends. Some friends do not have our interests at heart. Did you get it? So you need to really know who you're dealing with, really know who you're working with or something. You choose your friends wisely. Like my boss said, director said, like those who got friends who gossip, they will do you no good. So you have to be mindful of that. Thank you very much.
Wow. This is really today's, what is happening today. This is deep. This is really deep. As Venice,
Yes.
the story you need to tell me, I've forgotten the Akushika story. Can you tell us that one? Should we take a break and then recollect when you come back? Okay, you're watching the start for wow. That's a good one. I mean, both stories are, but I've heard so many Kwekwanasi stories, but having this angle before, Auntie Venice, you're doing a good job, training our youth, and it's so real. So most people watching can identify with this issue of land, documentation and people taking your land and all that. Well, you're watching the stand for. Let me say thank you to our sponsor. That's Ours Unisex Boutique, at Tessano and Jolu and Osu. We're so grateful to them. We'll be back.
Asido, ya dime llame. Aye, ya dime ni di. Ya be shemwa, buta ebintio. Ya di afe. Amamrani amani unsam. Ntini ya be shemu, ntidi ya me kancha wa bapa. Wa hine yine nsa. Mo ni adwuma pa. Mo ni adwuma pa mo bapa. Chima babode, chima bodi you are. Chima kamfu apa. Nyawa idea. Canada was. Enye ni pa nyina na ebe yentu wancha. Oba pay. Yame kansa mo.
That's na say what better ye dear. To Anansi send be my ear. Say, oh, tete abako sembia na Anansi sembia.
Yeah, abako samo aya to din enebre da we afa. Greed leads to death. This is the story about these 3 young men. Now for 4 months, one day they decided to go to, sports, and they have a drink. In fact, during the entertainment of the period of entertainment, they had a very terrible message. And that one of their friends is dead. So they decided to find a way to eliminate death. They took their weapons, went to the forest. So in the middle of the forest, they met an old man. And he asked them, my grandsons, what brings you here? What are you looking for? He said, Nana, you are looking for death. He said, really? He said, yes. They kill our own friend. I said, okay, I haven't seen him. I don't even know his whereabouts. But when I was even coming, I saw a bag or a sack by the side of the road. They rushed to the place. And fortunately for them, it was full of gold dust. So the youngest one among them decided to take the money home and forget about death. So the oldest guy who is in charge of the whole thing decided to look for him. So they said, now we've got money, so let us find something to eat. So the youngest one was sent to the nearby village to buy food. When the guy left, the two guys who were left decided to find a way to kill him so that they can share the money. When the guy also left, he also decided to put poison in the food so that he can also have the whole. On his arrival, he was beaten to death and started enjoying the food.
So he beat out the one they sent, the younger one, to
Yes.
death.
Yes.
And then the other two decided to enjoy the food.
Enjoy. Well, there's a poison in the food. So the three guys died. So just about a few minutes, the old man came to the scene and found them dead. So he decided, he asked them, my grandsons, I think you were looking for death. Now you have seen him. That is greed. And I think it's going on. Ghana needs Sriya. And you go home actually now.
Yeah.
Anybody know we have? Anybody know we are fine? Anybody know we are fine? Anybody want here that we are fine? We are simple. Man, tell me and send me consent. Just say, "Konya kono mansa." I want you to catch the one say. You don't come here, baby. I some know how. Yes, sir, can you? At any man say, the Quania Guadu. Anybody know we are fine? 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 We are simple. Why no money? I got to a crabby, Obisa one. Say me nana no na ade amane say nana ni wo wi ya yanko aya ne ne kɔ no amo wi afa no ti ehwe wo wi akɔ no sam no wo wi no aka ni nkum oseme de mi hunu no oba pa anya me nso no wo wi no na bra me ba no boto bi wo kwa na nche Auntie Edim ne kakwa ya sika wakwa emuma. Ani jabe fie. Wena ketwa no wo mni ya ne sa. Entamade enko fie. Ni enya owuo. Pan sa da bi. Enye bibi ni ansa. Ti asoma ketwa no wo mni sa. Onko akura no eda wa nim no. Onko tadua ne mra. Call ya no pen for me and Yami Sikai. Some young come quite near chat. Someone also call ya no. I dream money about it too. What I would draw. I be animo. I've been more. money, and you. Anybody. Okwaya wa dia dubani. Adia gwede animu. Wode be si wanim. Nanti nso nya dwomane. Yaso ne mo bro no. Ya bro no ma ne tore ya. E be didi a hwem kwan. Aduane so wo dra ye mu ma. Anibro. Nanti mi anu so di awu. Agwa kan ba ko no a wode aduane ne ba ye no. Omo mi ensan nyina wo. Kwansini. Akwa kura ibe sene ne mu. Ai be busaya. Mi na no. Ose mu hwehwe wo. Afedi ya mo hu no. Anibere nya. Ba ko fo nya ade a. So de ba mama nsanya bia no. Ono ko agi afa. Anibere ba ne wa asori a ye wo mu. Adwuma ye wo mu. Abusia ya timu. Kana hankwa. Ne padu yesia chade adu yesia ba ko nya bi. Anibro bani to we afa mi nya. Awie yo. Anibro do we afa. Anibro we afa. Anibro we afa. Anibro we afa. We asimu. Oh mini. Anibro we afa. We asimu. Anibro we afa. We asimu.
Wafa, Namisha, this is deep. This is deep. And wrapping up, you said something. All in Ghana, when 3 people have to share 60 items,
Yes.
one person will not get some.
Exactly.
60, one person will not get.
Exactly.
Greediness
Yes. It's killing.
is killing us and it's destroying us. Auntie Venice, you said you have a folklore story for the youth of today.
Yes. Before I tell my story, we can rightly ahead. This is a folk song.
Yes.
The folk song
Yes.
tell also story. So it's not only the storytelling. At the Folklore board, we also promote our symbols, the Adinkra symbols.
Yeah.
Now we are researching into other regions. We are used to Adinkra, but if you come to Ghana, we have their symbols. Go to Vulture region, we have this. So we are doing more research. Before now, we have been given the LI. If you use our symbol and you don't pay, you can be sent to court.
Finally.
Yes.
Oh. Well done. Well done. Well done. That's good to know.
Yes. Yes, I want to tell my story to the youth.
Okay.
There was a village in Vulture region again. Yes. Once upon a time,
Time.
there was a little village in Vulture region. There was an old woman in that village, and there are 2 young boys. The old woman went to the farm, and while she was coming back from the farm, she was so tired, so she decided to rest on the way. The pathway that these 2 guys were walking, and then they were playing. So when they saw the old woman, one said, let's go and help the old woman. One said, help the old woman for what? What is she going to pay us? Can she pay us? One said, no, let's help her. The other one said, I'm not going to help the old lady because she's not going to pay us. The other one said, well, for me, whether she will pay us or she will not pay us, I will assist her. So the young man went to the old lady and said, Grandma, I want to help you. He said, can you carry it? Yes, I can carry it. I'll try. Grandma said, okay. And then Grandma put the luggage on the young boy. The young boy assisted the grandma to the house. And the other boy followed his friend to the house without carrying anything. When they reached the house, the old lady told the young boy, God bless you. You will live long, and it will be well with you. So they left. When they were on their own, the other guy said, you see that I told you this old woman cannot pay you any money. All this, God bless you and all these things. What is it that for? So the two of them went up and started growing up. So all of a sudden, the one that the old lady said, God bless you, it shall be well with you, things started getting well with. Anything he touched, he turned to gold. The boy started prospering. The other one, things was not getting well. He said, what's your secret? He said, no, I'm just doing my normal work. Then they started thinking about the whole issue. How are you prospering? We are all doing the same work. All of a sudden, things are getting well for you. We can't understand. So they remembered the old woman and said, hey, could it be that the old woman who blessed you one time when you were very young? He said, maybe that would be the issue why things are getting on well for me. So the boy learned from that day that it's not everything that you do as a young person you require for money. God bless you. It shall be well with you. It's a blessing. Wow. And it opens door for us. So young people, we shouldn't be greedy, are looking for money or struggling when even they have sent you for something a little, you are requesting for money. You charge anything that you want to charge, anybody who assign you a work to be done. Just commit yourself to the work. Do it wholeheartedly without requesting for anything, and let the elderly person bless you, and God will open doors for you, and your way will be well for you. Thank you.
Well, okay, so who will tell the last story? Then we'll go. Over. Oh, another one.
GDA. Akuneni danswa. When I da kro. Anansi achasi ya dio ya pendini. Omi wi de ya mu pendini no ni yeso. Asemu ye ntokwa. Ya kwato kura hinenim nanaye ananti acha ye wudi oya pani musi hina maye wena pani fa kanchira wansa mun kofie ade acha amaba ya fra wan de chinya no ana wacha me de to wanim se ya wonu se odo ne pani odo obia wo ni mujidi odo obia wo ni moni da so odo na ye o enti odo wo ni pani di won so na be ye Sakana mai betum pon ya nkwasoa momi enya do awari be kwasoa momi enya do adwuma be ye ya momi enya do anina so ba momi enya do ebe GDA oni aye momi enya do anwumi na wi aye ni o dia meka ne sa momi enya do. And what a way to round out. What for can be? What to new name? Segana beko swa mama yenya do. Segana beko baby I pesa ye kwa mama yenya do. Asumdre papa Ghana yenya do. As we celebrate Ghana month, that's the bottom line. When we love each other, when we love our country, everything will go well. Thank you so much.
Ofa, wait there. Ye beja kwan.
Okay.
You ofa. Pacha fa nyum ko e na. Wo ko na de nyum ko. Ubenyado.
Yeah, my baby, yeah, me.
Ubenyado.
Sakura baba, ingina wado.
Ubenyado.
Juma benye daswa.
Ubenyado.
Sabibia be yo.
Ubenyado. Oh wow. This has been very exciting, isn't it? We're just here. And we just exhibited Odo by rubbing in Wafa. But we want to say thank you to you for holding the fort and not letting it go. So this is for you from Glow Cosmetics, everything black soap based. You know, sit, please sit. Black soap based. So you have all the for body, for bathing, for facial, everything is in there for you.
Thank you.
All made in Ghana.
Made in Ghana.
Yes,
Wow.
Everything in there is made in Ghana.
Wow, this is
and this is also
good.
from Enam Cosmetics. I think this is for, for body lotion and then something else. Also made in Ghana.
Wow.
Yes,
Thank
that's for you.
you.
And then we also have Inkuto Haven,
Wow.
made in Ghana. That's for you.
Thank you so much.
And then this is essential oil.
Okay.
You know, this one, small one, and Aji baby. This one, they're not made in Ghana, but sold in Ghana.
In Ghana. That's fantastic.
That's from Awos Unisex boutique.
All
That's
right.
for you.
Thank you very much.
And then, so this is a coupon worth 500 Ghana cedis
Wow.
from Dede's Classic.
Wow.
You go in there and you get anything you want to buy, boo-boo apparel. This is it.
Wow,
You know,
thank you
that's
so
for
much.
you.
Okay,
And
thank
then,
you.
and this is also for Auntie Venice.
Wow, thank you.
That's also from Glow Cosmetics.
Thank you.
This is Enam Cosmetics.
Wow,
Thank you.
And then this is Inkuto Haven.
All
You know,
made in
after
Ghana.
Auntie Venice, I know she uses Inkuto Deda. Aha.
I
And
will
then,
add it to it.
yes, you know, and this is the, you know, which one is this? What's the name? Each one has a name, you know, well, it's there.
Okay.
This is what the designers,
Okay.
they used to mix their perfume, to use their perfume. So the designers' names are on it.
Oh,
This is
okay.
it for you.
This is sold in Ghana.
This is
Yes,
sold in
yes.
Ghana. And then at Venice, this is the declaration is sold in Ghana.
Okay.
They make the dresses in Ghana.
Wow.
So this is also for you.
Thank
Let's say
you.
thank you so much.
you.
And then God bless you so much. So this month of March, which we are celebrating Ghana month,
Yes.
success of Ghana, we say Ayiko. Let's hold on to our folklore. Next week, we'll be telling the story of an amazing Ghanaian woman who has sold Yoka Gari for 42 years and taking care of all her 5 children to the university level.
Wow.
Amazing story.
Wow.
So God bless you.
Bless
and
you too.
keep the fire burning.
Thank you.
We'll do this every now and then.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On the behalf of National Folklore Board,
Yeah.
I want to show my sincere appreciation to you for what you are doing, identifying women to bring to your studio and to see the hard work they are doing and bring them out so that the contribution that women are making to the country can be identified and appreciated. God bless you.
Amen.
You are doing a great job.
Thank you.
We are
Amen.
behind you.
Thank
Anytime you can call on us. Our office is your office.
Yeah.
Come frequently
Yes.
and bring your ideas so that folklore will not die in our days.
Amen. Never, it won't die. Thank you
you.
so much,
Yes,
Auntie Betty. Thank
yes.
you. God bless you. Thank you. Okay. I'll be back with a bit of. Before you go, how do you find my studio? Can't you use my kete?
Studio is awesome.
Thank you.
This is the real traditional setting.
Yes.
It's really
And anywhere we are going, I think we have to take you to do this setting for
The
us.
kete.
When we go to the mall for our storytelling, you'll be there.
Call me. I'll be there.
Yes.
I'll be there to join
Yes,
you, to
yes.
support.
To-
Definitely.
To support.
Yes.
So that this
Yeah.
setup
Yeah.
will not just remain here.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes, very beautiful.
Thank you. I'll be back. Amamre yentonchine. There's wisdom in ancestry. Until the lions have their own historians, the tales of hunting will always glorify the hunter. This is something my husband always says when he's about to start his show, but so true. Until we know our own stories as Ghanaians, what makes us unique, what makes us stand out, until we find our true identity, what our ancestors fought for us. By the way, do you know that when we talk about ancestors in Ghana, in our tradition, we mean saints. No one becomes an ancestor if he was a drunkard, if he was a thief, if he was a wife beater. Those people we don't consider as ancestors. The white man calls them saints. We call them ancestors. We believe that they bless us. That when we call on them and we pray, they will hear us and plead on behalf of us and our families before our God. Don't let us throw away what is dear to us. For there's a wisdom and a moral lesson in every story of ours. Do not let us discard what we have. We can modify, we can rebrand, but don't let us lose that precious gift that our forefathers left for us. We have a unique way of telling our stories. As a journalist, I have grown to become a storyteller. I thought it's natural, but then I remember the number of times my father sat me down and told me stories. And those stories have guided me. And even today, like the things I write in my books, every time, the best form of revenge is to succeed. Let us promote our own. For as Wolfer said in his song, Enibri enye. Greediness leads to death. Maybe not physical death, but death of your business, death of your relationship, death of your marriage, death of your finances, your business. So let's be careful. And love. When it comes to love, peace, and hope, which one is the greatest, the leader? Even the Bible says it, love. When you have love, you believe in your partner. When you have love, you trust your partner. When you have love, you have hope in your partner. This is us. We are Ghanaians. We have something beautiful. We call tradition and culture. We call our own. Don't let us lose it. Yen sign konkofa. Sign kofa. Yen sign yichi. Let's go back and pick up and help our young ones to own it, to love it, and to identify with it. I remain Ohineyiri Gifty Auntie, a woman with super crazy faith in God, but I know God has given us wisdom. He knows why he created me a Ghanaian. He knows why, as a Christian, he made me marry into a palace. Let's find out what we can do with what we have and do our best with it. Thanks for watching. See you same time next week. And do not lose your Ghanaianness, for that is who you are. Bye for now.